What is wrong with being offensive on Twitter? What is wrong with getting offended by something on Twitter? Mm-hmm. That's where we don't seem to be anymore. That's my problem. You're offended by a tweet. You also have to put into place something kind of ominous that's happening, which is corporate culture is dictating the rules. And as the town gets smaller and smaller and the power is consolidated, I really wonder what kind of chilling effect this will have on how you want to express yourself and what you want to say. When the corporation has its list of rules and says, sorry, you can't do that, you can't say that. Now, look, this happened to me in 1990 when I wrote a book that the corporation, not the publishing house, but the corporation who owned the publishing house didn't like the contents of a novel that I'd been contracted to write. And they said, we're not publishing it. We're severing all ties with you. You can go away now. And that was very rare. It seems to be happening a little bit more now with people, I think, scared to express. I always said that a depiction of misogyny is not misogyny. Mm-hmm. A depiction of racism is not racist. I think we're in a different place right now. That kind of worries me. And it worries me as the dreaded word, a creative.
I just think of like Edgar Allan Poe, or like,
or
to the Swift, or to the
Swift.
The kids thing, like,
eating babies,
the great pieces of satire. I think what's aside from like the actual cultural things that are going on, like we're talking about with Disney and everything, they're following the money. It's a chess game. It's a chess game that they're playing, and they have to play it. And I think we're going to, like you're talking about, if it's reaching too far in that department. I feel like it's just like a response to the moment where it's going to be very buttoned up at a time, and then the cool thing at some point is going to be the people who break away from that, and then that's going to become more valuable again. And it's cyclical.
I think you're kind of right. It feels in the moment, though, not. And you seem to have this more sane, less alarmist attitude than I do. But it is corporate culture, and it is the notion of free expression. What are the limits of it? Are there limits to free expression and what you're allowed to do as an artist? Of course, there have always been somewhere around a kind of like a limitation, but it's kind of worrying. And if you are concerned about this, you kind of feel like you're flailing in space because not enough people are kind of talking about it. I do think that correction is going to happen, that things are cyclical, but certainly the media encourages it, and the media doesn't seem to really want to fight against it. And the corporations don't want to, as you said, the money, because it really isn't the corporations, it's the advertisers.